Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Naperville Park District Board of Commissioners, January 8th, 2015, 7 o'clock. Rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Jackie, would you call the roll, please?
President Riley,
Here.
Vice President Ori,
Here.
Commissioner Egan,
Present.
Commissioner Heidi absent, Commissioner Danner,
Here.
Commissioner Todd,
Here.
Commissioner Young absent.
Next, we have awards and recognition, and ask Ray McGurry to step to the podium.
Thank you, President Riley. I'd ask that Amy Bellino, I just botched it, didn't I? Bologno and Debbie Mossberg and her husband Randy come on up. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes here at our board meeting to recognize the outstanding efforts of these three people here. Debbie Mossberg, I got to know the past couple of years through Bike Bald. Debbie started this organization, and Bike Bald is basically, I gave you a new title here, founder and CEO of Bike Bald for Pediatric Cancer Research. So it's kind of like when you shave your head, oh my God, St. Baldrick's that I got involved in back in the late 90s. Deb took it a step further and kind of threw a different spin on it and has raised just a boatload of money. Randy works for us in trades and is her right-hand assistant. So pretty much when Debbie says jump, Randy says, how far do you want me to go and what do you need me to do? And then I met Amy recently in December, and how this all came about, and what this is actually this photo. And I'll kind of put it up here, and then I'll show this so you guys can see it. And then I'll put it back here for everybody else to see. The Park District has been a huge supporter of Bike Bald and of Debbie's efforts. And so, and there's been numerous different events we've done. And I've done some things on my own personal time, which matters not. It's more that the Park District has really been involved in this. And so in early December, Debbie hosted a Christmas party at the Rubin Center. And so I showed up there and did what I usually do well, which is eat. And got called up to say a few words about, the Park District and Bike Bald, and all of a sudden, this came out. And it was this photo, or not photo, this picture that Amy had put together, drawn, and I'm gonna let her speak in a second about how long, because basically when you look at this, I think it, would have taken me about 3.5 years. And it took you how long? A few days. Short notice to put this together. And this was a thank you from Bike Bald to the Naperville Park District. And so what we're gonna do is after tonight, we're gonna have this displayed at the Rubin Center where all the kids play, and then we're gonna have a plaque that's going to look like this, it's just not done yet, that recognizes Amy's efforts and certainly recognizes Debbie's efforts. So on behalf of the Naperville Park District, I want to thank you both, you three, for everything that you do in the community, and certainly, hats off to you for pulling this together. It's a true gift. And I was just shocked, because they bring this thing out all wrapped, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what is, hope it's not a self-portrait of me, for Christ's sake. And I saw this, and to a person that night, they kept going up and looking at this thing going, this is unbelievable. I've never seen something like this. So with that, let me turn it over to Debbie real quick for a few comments.
So actually, I'm going to turn it back around
Okay.
so you guys can see, but you'll see how it's running down here, the paint. So that actually was done during the last swing. We had Neptune, the fire truck, and we had the exposure of trying to get folks to be more bike-friendly in town and utilizing the bike trail while also exposing the awareness to children with cancer. So they were throwing, we had balloons, and they were throwing them against these canvases and bursting them. And they were creating the artwork, knowing that we were going to be turning several of these over to artists later on to go ahead and put their spin on it. So this was one of the canvases that we did that. It was the largest canvas, knowing that we had this in mind to do this with. So it turned out very nice. So Amy Did a couple of our other ones, and her husband did also as artists. And Amy, you want to talk about it? I kind of gave her some ideas of what we wanted to have on it, and the encouragement, and kind of where the Park District had been, and Ray and his staff has been so supportive to us that she kind of put it all together then. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Debbie called me and said, do you know any other artists? I have this extra canvas that tragically the person that was supposed to do it passed away of cancer. And so she had the extra canvas that she'd always intended as being a gift to Ray. And she said, do you know any other artists? I know you and your husband have already done canvases. And I was like, oh, I can do it. So she's like, okay, let me get it to you. I don't know where we met
And
that
why
time.
don't you describe what it was like when you got it?
It was completely covered with just this paint splatters, the entire thing.
So that was all drawn.
So then it was just this dark drips of paint everywhere, and then she said, just, I don't know, make it be something with nature and kids. And so most of my paintings tend to be like whimsical and full of hope and stuff, and so I know she's involved with bike vault, so I made sure there was a bike involved, and nature, and good old Naperville covered bridge, and the ducks. There's always ducks. I know.
Just don't feed them.
Yeah. So I don't know. I did it quickly. I had lots of other things to do, but I did it. I think.
Thank you guys for all your support.
Thank you both again. Thank you so much. Oh, that was one of the pictures. That's me. And I can keep it. All right, thank you very much, ladies. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Jackie, do we have anyone from the public signed up to speak?
No one.
Then we'll go on to updates and reports. First report, the Finance Committee, Vice President Uri.
The Finance Committee met yesterday. We reviewed the Treasurer's report for November 30th, 2014, and that's on the agenda for this evening. We were informed of the 2014 audit schedule. The district auditors have started preliminary field work for the 2014 audit. Final field work will take place during the week of February 23rd, with board approval of the audit scheduled for the April 23rd board meeting. The financial policies, district financial policies are reviewed annually. The majority of the policies do not have proposed changes. Legal counsel is currently reviewing some of these. The committee discussed the proposed change to the fund balance policy concerning the golf fund. Because of recent structural and financial changes for golf, the committee recommends until 2019 that the fund balance target be equal to the annual debt service requirements, which averages about $746,000 per year. The draft finance policies will be on the board's agenda for review at the February 26th meeting. Approval is anticipated at the March 12th meeting. The three-year financial plan, typically the district's three-year financial plan is updated in the first quarter of the year. But based on the timing of the activity center development and the Riverwalk eatery renovations, the committee is recommending the plan be updated later in the year in conjunction with the 2016 budget cycle. This will allow time for detailed financial projections to be developed and incorporated concurrently into the 2016 budget and then the 2017-2018 years of the finance plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice President Uri. Next, we have the Legislative Committee update. Commissioner Janner.
Thank you, President Riley. The Legislative Committee met last on Tuesday, November 25th at 4 p.m. We reviewed the mission statement of the committee as well as current legislative issues that may impact the Naperville Park District, including minimum wage increase, the property tax extension limitation law, also known as PTEL, the proposed amendment to concealed carry legislation, and DuPage County stormwater management. As a follow-up to that meeting, the committee issued a memorandum to the DuPage County Stormwater Committee to record a public comment. As a local government agency that plays a major role in stormwater management, the Naperville Park District seeks to be included in the county stormwater planning process. Given the involvement of the Park District and all park districts in stormwater management, we oppose enacting a stormwater utility fee that charges park districts for impervious surfaces. The committee also wishes to actively engage local legislators and facilitate outreach opportunities. We are currently finalizing date and planning an event at our Knock Knolls Nature Center, during which our legislative committee can visit with key legislators to discuss issues that are important to the Park District. Invitations for that event will go out to legislators shortly, and I will keep the entire board posted on the details. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have the Golf Committee report. Commissioner Todd.
Okay. Golf Committee met December 22nd, and it looks like golf's going to end the season in the red this year, unfortunately, and weather was really a big impact on that. The focus for now is the selling of early passes and work on our new Brooks Training Center, which is scheduled to be open February 1st. The training center is unique in that the focus is on golf fitness. The program should start, as I said, about February 1st. The old Springbrook Range Room is being repurposed for this effort. There should be more info on this coming soon at our golf website. You can check out golfnaperville.org. Also, I'd like to mention that simulators are available through mid-March at Springbrook, and they're available 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and just contact the clubhouse. It's a good way to keep your golf game in tune. And then the other thing I'd like to mention is that after 30 years of service, Ed Provo has retired as Director of Golf for the district. Under Ed's leadership, both Springbrook and Naperbrook have matured into award-winning golf facilities, and I wanted to thank Ed publicly for his service to the district. That's it.
Thank you. I'll now deliver the President's report for January. 4 candidates have filed the paperwork necessary to get on the ballot for the April 7th election to elect 3 Naperville Park District commissioners to 4-year terms. 2 current commissioners, Rich Janner and Marie Todd, will be on the ballot and stand ready to continue to serve our community. 2 new candidates, Jim Ensign, a computer consultant, and Melvin Kim, grant writer for the DuPage County Board, have stepped forward to serve as well. I urge you to get to know more about the candidates through their websites, one-on-one conversations, and through candidate forums. The Naperville Area Homeowners Confederation has scheduled their Park District candidate forum for the evening of Monday, March 9th, and presumably other organizations will sponsor forums as well. While the composition of the board will change next year with Vice President Ron Ori stepping off, these 4 high-quality candidates should serve Naperville well. I also want to take this opportunity to note the end of an era at Naperville Park District. Ed Provo, as previously mentioned, has decided to retire at the end of last year, 31 years of service. Ed's leadership during good and not so good times for golf provided golfers with a first-class recreational and social experience. The many accolades bestowed on Naperbrook and Springbrook golf courses are independent verification of the dedication and professionalism of the golf staff and the course charted by Ed. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners, I'd like to say thank you, Ed Provo. Now I'd like to turn it over to our Executive Director for his scintillating monthly report.
Thank you, President Riley. Along the lines of Director Ed Provo leaving us for, I wouldn't say greener pastures, but probably somewhat nicer weather in Colorado. And speaking with Ed at his going away party on Tuesday, it sounds like he'll be relocating sometime this summer. And I'd also like to congratulate Kevin Carlson, who's in attendance here this evening. Kevin is our new superintendent of golf operations and will oversee the day-to-day operations of golf. And so I have a lot of confidence in Kevin. If past performance is any indication of future endeavors, we're in solid hands with Kevin. So Kevin, congratulations and welcome to the leadership team. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but welcome anyway. Now, don't let the cold and snow keep you inside. Easier said than done. Embrace winter and enjoy all the things we have planned to actually make January fun. The district's sled hills and ice rinks are officially open for use, and there are several different locations across this great community to enjoy them. Please visit our website for location information and hours of operation. However, with the recent extreme cold temperatures, we are encouraging residents to wait until temperatures moderate before using our outdoor winter amenities. Looks like Sunday, we will be moderating into the 20s, and so I will expect to be wearing shorts by then, based on this. Although I will remind people that at this time last year, I believe we had close to 40 inches of snow, and a couple daytime lows were minus 16, so, you know, we're moving in the right direction after a year. Continuing along the theme of winter weather, I wanted to take this opportunity to remind you all of our rain-out line system, and this is important, so listen up. Designed to conveniently let program participants know of cancellations due to weather, Rain-Out Line can provide you with information in 5 different ways. And this is really important. This has really been a successful endeavor that really the credit goes to Brad Wilson, Director of Recreation. We've had, I don't know how many people are now involved in this, but I get nothing but rave reviews about, you know, the hectic lifestyles we all lead, especially parents, to be able to get a text message now that says this has been canceled or this has been delayed or whatever the message may be. It's been huge. What you do is you call the Rain-Out Line number at 630-883-4242, or you can visit www.napervilleparks.org/cancellations, or go to the website and click on the Weather Cancellations and Closure tab. Opt to receive email updates, text updates, and download the free smartphone app right to your phone. We hope this system makes learning about program cancellations convenient and helpful no matter what the season may be. Switching gears here, Magical Starlight Theater and the Naperville Park District are pleased to present this winter's production of Peter Pan. This classical tale will be enjoyed by adults and children alike. Shows will be held at the Naperville Central High School Auditorium, January 16th through the 18th, and January 23rd through the 25th. Tickets are currently on sale via the Park District's website. Kids ages 5 to 12 can be a part of the Lego building craze at this annual building extravaganza on Saturday, January 24th. Tens of thousands of Lego blocks will be available in cool projects like skyscrapers, vehicles, tower bridges, and more will be led by trained expert instructors. Participants may even try their hand at crafting a motorized project. Pre-registration is required, and this will probably sell out, so please register for this early. Please note that all the spots filled up last year, so don't wait. So again, make sure you take advantage of that. Table tennis enthusiasts, get ready to show off your skills at the annual City Table Tennis Championships, co-hosted by the Naperville Table Tennis Club and the Park District. This single elimination tournament on Saturday, January 24th, will recognize the top 2 finishers in each age division with awards. There are 7 divisions, 3 youth categories based on the age, and 2 men's and 2 women's classifications. Registration is required and pre-registration is encouraged, as day of registration will be limited to only the remaining spots available. And finally, the public is invited to attend the 5th annual State of the Park District address presented by Park Board President Mike Riley and Park District staff. This free event will be held in the Community Hall at the Alfred Rubin Riverwalk Community Center on Saturday, February 7th. A light breakfast and networking will begin at 8 a.m. The presentation will promptly start at 8:30 a.m. The State of the Park District address is one of the many ways in which the Park District communicates both formally and informally with the community. In 2014, outreach events included playground and park openings, community focus groups, the Capital Projects open house, and more. To help plan for refreshments, the Park District kindly asks that you RSVP to us via email, which will be rsvp@napervilleparks.org by Monday, February 2nd. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have approval of the treasurer's report.
Move to approve the November 30th, 2014 Treasurer's Report.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Jackie, call the roll, please.
Vice President Ori,
Aye.
Commissioner Todd,
Yes.
Commissioner Egan,
Yes.
Commissioner Heidi, absent, Commissioner Danner,
Yes.
Commissioner Young, absent, President Riley.
Yes. Next, we have the consent agenda. Are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda?
Move to accept consent agenda items A, B, and C.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Jackie, call the roll, please.
Vice President Ori,
Aye.
Commissioner Todd,
Yes.
Commissioner Egan,
Yes.
Commissioner Heidi, absent, Commissioner Danner,
Yes.
Commissioner Young, absent, sorry, President Riley.
Yes. We have no unfinished business, so just
Wait,
announce
we
the...
have to finish, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Move to approve consent agenda items as accepted.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This is a voice vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Now, noting that we have no unfinished business, next meetings will be regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners, January 22nd, 2015. That'll be at 6 o'clock, South Maintenance Facility on Book Road. Regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners, February 12th, 2015, 7 o'clock here in Council Chambers. And that would be followed by the February 26th regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners at 6 p.m. at the South Maintenance Facility. Next item on our agenda is executive session.
Move to adjourn to executive session to discuss land acquisition under 2C5 and pending litigation under 2C11 of the Open Meetings Act.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Jackie, call the roll, please.
Vice President Ori,
Aye?
Commissioner Egan,
Yes.
Commissioner Heidi absent, Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner Todd,
Yes.
Commissioner Young absent, President Riley.
Yes.